Broadcasting live worldwide.
You are rocking with the best.
Yes, indeed, you are rocking with the best. My name is Eddie Grimm, the Rock DJ, and welcome back to my channel, which is Alpha Wolf Radio Rocks on YouTube. Alpha Wolf Radio with Eddie Grimm. This is my podcast session where I just talk about the Kenyan rock scene and I share a lot of cool rock information. If you are new here, let me tell you that Eddie Grimm is a Kenyan rock DJ who's very passionate about the Kenyan rock scene. I do this for the fans because the fans are super awesome. They support me all the time, so I want to make great content for them. Alpha Wolf Radio Rocks is actually an online channel that I started on Mixcloud. So if you want to skip all this yaba talking and listen to the music, you can just go to Alpha Wolf Radio on Mixcloud. I'll leave a link in the description section below. But if you want an informative podcast, let me say it like that, an informative podcast about what is happening in rock, both internationally and affecting the Kenyan rock scene, you are in the right place. For today, I am doing something that came to mind as a result of a friend of mine called Victor Kinyuti. If he is listening to this, shout out to him. I saw in his Instagram, yes, I look at what other rockers are talking about and it gives me ideas for podcasts because your feedback, really matters to me and I like the conversations. So he posted that he was listening to the new Blink-182 album. It's called Nine, yeah, so I was like, wow, there's a new Blink-182 album. I was not aware. Let me go listen to it. I listened to it and I want to give you a small review of that album, and then after I give you a small review of that album, I want to tell you my top 10 Blink-182 songs. As of now, if you YouTube top 10 Blink-182 songs, you'll probably just get the greatest hits. Yeah, but I wanted to give you my own personal list of songs that have not been mentioned or have been overlooked, or most lists, if you YouTube top 10 Blink-182 songs, you'll just be given songs for older albums. I'm not saying there's a problem with that, but I like keeping up to date with new music as well. Plus, I want to include the songs that I really like from the new album. So let's get right into it. So the new Blink-182 album is called Nine. It's a pop punk album. It's also alternative, in my opinion. It's alternative. It's not exactly pop punk all through. It's also alternative rock, and it was released September 20th, 2019. So if you're listening to this and it's just a few days from September 20th, 2019, don't worry, that album just dropped and you can get to listen to it. The album has 15 tracks. I listened to all of them. Overall, I would give the album about an 8. I would give the album about an 8 out of 10. I'm just going to do a quick review of what I liked about it, which songs I didn't like, which songs I liked. So, of course, if I give it an 8 out of 10, that obviously means that it was an impressive album. It was enjoyable to listen to. Now, this is the thing. When I listen to an album, unfortunately, I don't listen to it in the order of the songs. I listen to the songs on my phone, and my phone, it's like it arranges the songs alphabetically. It doesn't arrange them in form of the way the album is. So my listening experience may be different from someone who listened to the songs in the order that the band, planned the album. There are people who are like that. If you like an album, you don't want to tamper with the order of the songs. You want to listen to the songs as they were planned by the band, but me, I listen to them alphabetically. So I think one of the very first songs I listened to on the album when it was arranged phonetically is Black Rain. Such a good song. Yeah, such a good song. If it's a song that I kind of listened once and I was like, damn, this is good, and then I overlooked it. But when I re-listened to it, Black Rain was so good. So look out for that song. And then my favorite song from that album is Dark Side. Dark Side is so good. The only problem with Dark Side is the video. The video is just YouTube Dark Side by Blink-182. The video is just, you will see what I'm talking about. It's an eyesore to some extent. Not that I'm hating or anything. It just didn't impress me. Then the other song is Happy Days. Of course, Happy Days is a delightful delightful song. As in, for me, Blink-182, I've always had this, let me put this in quotes, emo-ish kind of songs. You know, the ones that have a lot of my feelings behind it, and or songs that talk about experiences that are emotional. So a song like Happy Days definitely hit it for me. Imagine now there's this song called Blame It on My Youth, yeah? Okay, so that song got a lot of hate because it's very poppy, yeah? And of course, that was the very first single to come out for that album. So a lot of people judged that Blame It on My Youth would be how the whole album would sound. You'd be very surprised. Actually, I don't dislike Blame It on My Youth. It's not my best song. Of course, it ranks very low on the album, but you'd be surprised. There are other songs that I disliked more than Blame It on My Youth. There is a song, however, on the album called let's see, it's called Generational Divide. It's like 50 seconds of a song of it has some. I should tell you that if you haven't listened to this album, Travis, the drummer for Blink-182, is mad when he's playing. Throughout the entire album, I love the drumming in all the songs. Yeah, but in this one specific one, it has, you know, that hardcore pop punk vibe, and it's only 50 seconds. And then it has Mark Hopper saying, the lyrics are, he says, "Is it better? Is it better?" It's like he's addressing the fans and trying to say, you guys want pop punk all the time. Do we sound better now that we are playing this hardcore punk, you know, this pop punk vibe? Yeah, and I know the band is growing. You can't play the same thing for 10 years. The way you sounded in your teens is not the way you should sound, you know, 10 years later. You have a more mature adult sound, but still I love that pop punkness. There were only two songs that did not catch me in the beginning. One of them is "Hang Over You." I didn't like it. That was I know if you like it, I'm sorry. That was just one of my least favorite songs. That's one of the songs that I rank. Geez, you see, I'm even shrubbing. I rank that song even below "Blame It on My Youth." But there's this other song called "Ransom." So "Ransom," when it begins, it starts softly, and then it picks up really fast, and then it's a very short song. I was I was about to say that I don't like that song, but I don't mind a song that starts slow or soft and then becomes heavier. The other songs that were pretty good, they were not my favorite, but actually the whole album is really good. But the other songs that I really enjoyed, but they were not at my favorites. My top 5 would have to be Dark Side, Generational Divide, Black Rain, Happy Days, and which other one? I think also there's this song called No Heart to Speak Of. No Heart to Speak Of is also pretty good. Let me just list the ones that I really liked. So it was The First Time, Happy Days, Dark Side, Blame It on My Youth, Generational Divide, Black Rain, and No Heart to Speak Of. But oh yeah, those ones, man. It's a large album, and those were the ones that really got me. Let me just say them again so that when you go to listen, you can check them out. Happy Days, yeah, Black Rain, Generational Divide, Dark Side, No Heart to Speak Of. Yeah, and yeah. I think also there's this song called Ransom. Yeah, it's in general it's a pretty impressive album. I think there are only like 2 or 3 songs that really didn't hit me, and I would advise it for any rock listener, whether you're a long time Blink-182 fan or you just are recently listening to rock. I would really advise it. I really enjoyed it. And with that, I just want to tell you the top 10 Blink-1. Now that we have gotten that short album review out of the way, I would like to just tell you my top 10 Blink-182 songs. My favorite, please don't attack me. Please don't attack me if your song is not here or if I rank them differently. It's just my opinion, my flavor. And yeah, I would really appreciate if you could tell me your favorites. Just comment below. I will check all the comments. I would want to know if I missed a song, if I ranked a a song differently? If how would you rank them? You can write your own list. I would really like to know. So number 10 would have to be Bored to Death. Yeah, Bored to Death, which was from their previous album California. The irony is that there are people, I always see the internet talking trash about California. They're like, oh my god, I can't even stand that album. Like, you know, you always get all these people giving negative reviews for that album. I think it's because it has Matt Skiba and it doesn't have Tom DeLonge, and it's you get so many negative vibes, and their album has so many nice songs. Or maybe it's because of a change in sound. I don't know, but I personally enjoyed that album. So I'd put Bored to Death as number 10. On the first time I had it on radio, I loved it, and I still like it until now. I love everything about the song. The lyrics, the way, even the intro of the song, the way it's played, love it. Song number 9 has to be Dark Side. The most outstanding song, the song that stood out the most in this new album has to be Dark Side. I I really, 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 really like it. Like, if you ask me which song is memorable, the first time I heard it and even when I re-listened to the album, has to be Dark Side. Number 8 has to be Down. Down by Blink-182. It's a favorite of mine. Damn, if you don't know it, you just have to research it. It's an amazing song in my opinion. Number 7 song has to be Feeling This by Blink-182. This song, I can't describe it. I really like it. It's not, some people don't know it. Some people are not familiar with it. So if you don't know about it, you just have to go check it out. Next song has to be Rock Show. So I love Rock Show. Fell in love with the girl at the rock show. I like those Blink-182 songs that have, that teenage vibe, teenage experiences, and Girl at the Rock Show is my favorite. Next up has to be Adam's Song. Yeah, Adam's Song. It's my number 5th song. Yeah, on my list. Number 5 has to be Adam's Song, of course. Adam's Song is that song apparently. This Blink-182 fan wrote a letter. That's what I heard, apparently. A Blink-182 fan wrote a letter and sent it to Blink-182 as a fan mail before he committed suicide. So Blink-182 did a song. Apparently, that's what I heard. I'm not sure, but that's what I heard. So Blink-182 did a song in memory of that guy, and it also addresses the topics of depression and suicide. And then number 4 has to be I Miss You. So the very iconic Tom DeLonge song where he's like, where are you? And I'm so sorry. Yeah. So it's Tom DeLonge's voice is very iconic there. Plus it has that, I Miss You has very many iconic lines like don't waste your time on me. Yeah. I'm only a voice inside your head. That song is my number 4 song. Number 3 has to be my friends say that I should act my age. What's my age again? What's my age again? Really, 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 really amazing song. Yeah, I know some people would think that this would be my number 1 song, but actually, this is my number 3 song. I believe it's the song where they go running around naked in the music video. It has to be in my top 3, of course, and number 2 has to be Damn It. Now, Damn It is perfect in everything. Damn It for me is perfect in everything. The music video is perfect. The opening riff is perfect. I just love that song, and it has that skate punk vibe. Even the lyrics are sung. It's like it's alright. What you think about me? I'm gonna try. I like that skate punk, pop punk vibe. Yeah. And then I'm sure you know which song is number 1, but before I mention number 1, I have to mention 3 songs. 3 songs that are in California. I have to give them honorary mentions because I love those songs. There's a song called Los Angeles. It's in California. I mean, the album California. And then there's a song called Rabbit Hole. Yeah, Rabbit Hole. And then there's also a song called Kings of the Weekend. If you don't know those 3 songs, just YouTube them. I love those songs. They are great songs. I always put them even in my mixes. Yeah. And thank you so much for listening to the end of this podcast. Thank you for listening to my rant. If you disagree with my countdown, that's fine. You can always, just list yours. I am very eager to see yours as well. As you can tell, I started listening to Blink-182 from like Enema of the State going forward. So any albums that may, have come before that, I may not be as keen, because I know that people who've listened to Blink-182 since like 1995. So bands like Cheshire Cat and Dude Ranch, I began listening to Blink-182 mainly at Enema of the State. At least at that time I knew what rock is, and I was becoming a rocker. And of course, the number one song for me for Blink-182 has always been, I don't think it can ever change, has to be All the Small Things. The reason why I like this song is because the way it's sung, and the I think, whose voice is that? I think it's Tom DeLonge's, however you pronounce it. Tom DeLonge's voice, and then that part where he says, "Late night, come home, work sucks." I know, yeah. Say it ain't so, I will not go that way. Yeah, I'm not exactly Britney Spears when I'm singing, but you can tell which lyrics I really like. The entire song is perfect. I like the video is just, doing a parody of pop songs. I found that so funny. And I like the song. I like the video from beginning to end. The way they walk out of the aeroplane in the music video to the part where they're leaving, and you see fans holding up banners and posters. They're like, I think there's a fan who's holding a poster that says, "Travis, I want to have your baby," and it's a dude holding it. I found it all funny, and I was like, that set the tone for what I think about pop punk. It's not that serious. It's always light, and it's meant to be like comedic. It reminds me of like Bowling for Soup vibes. And with that, yeah, those are my 10 Blink-182 songs, top 10 Blink-182 songs. I had to do a bit of research before I did this podcast, simply because I also wanted to find out what other people like. But this is just my personal list, and I would like to know what your personal list is. Consider commenting. If you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing. And then there's that bell thing. Tap on it. You'll get notified when there are new podcasts. All right. I'm trying to, just grow more info, rock topics, and community, especially online here on YouTube. So if you can even share the podcast, I'd appreciate it a lot. Yeah. Till next time, guys, I have been Eddie Grimm, the Rock DJ. Thank you so much for talking with me. You have a good day or night, depending on what time you're listening to this. And we'll talk next time. God bless.